city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Back. 120. Check nickel.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, ball batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7th.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On first down, it's Howard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
I got you. Hey, check Mike 57.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Get up! 180! Come on. Double time. No. 3 down.
From the 31, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense.
Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You ain't doing nothing today. Out. Go. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to float this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 61 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No. Hey, kill. Hey, forward toe kill.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
It's out.
What's that?
Here's Wentz to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
58 to Mike. That's a screen. Pass.
Here. Man 5-7.
Sproles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They're
not ready for this. They still
Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
81.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Lock in. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Pick it up.
53. Man, that's trash.
18.
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the out.
Hey, Charlie.
3 to Mike. 53.
Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rush in.
Alert.
No.
Alert.
Shit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. and he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Ran,
57 to Mike. 57.
Hey, exit.
I'm going to run you over.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
Check.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ran, throw.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Mike. Come on, baby. Come on.
Hey, Orbit.
58, Mike. 58, Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
58.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
58. Come on. Yeah, let's get that ball, man.
Smooth.
58. Right over there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense.
That because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Spins by. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, 18.
53's the mic.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, ball.
53 is the mic. 3 buzz.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Running with Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another 1st and 10.
Sunday. Hey, Haywood.
58, come on. Let's go. 58, right over there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Not today, you know. Not today.
Bravo.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
82. 82.
58.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Carry 15. Carry 15. Hey, Foxtrot.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 280.
Got one.
Two jet. 5.
In your face.
Here, shoot.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, tight. Hey, check Mike, 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trubisky will throw. This is Miller, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Alert.
57 to Mike.
Hey. High 7.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now it's Sproles. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Win 5-3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 53's the mic. 53. Shake. Zoom. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, wahoo! 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Hey, alert.
They try again with Cohen.
Go, run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18. 53's the mic. 53. Check, 53.
Trubisky to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point you get. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert! 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Check.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Get that quarterback and
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the cover.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.